Come have some fun and watch some games. Time to get crazy. It's night and day. Yeah. Night and day, back again. Yes, we are back in the world of Plants vs. Zombies. We are back in the adventure. We are back at the mercy of the undead. But we are not back on the lawn. Well, they found a way out of your roof. Those are some persistent zombies, dude. You'll need to use cabbage balls here due to your roof's angle. Remember that and you're good to go. So yeah, Crazy Dave, as surprisingly often for somebody with his name and hat, is actually speaking words of wisdom and the truth. So what we need here is Cabbage Bolt. Basically, Cabbage Bolt is a pea shooter for the roof. It's your basic plant, but it handles the angle. I'll bring pea shooter to show you exactly why that's relevant. Other than that, it's standard. Everything that we've learned before applies to this level, but any of the plants that shoot straight don't really help you on this. You need the Cabbage Bolt, all of the catapult family of plants in order to win this sort of level. Alright, so we're going to bring him. We're not going to bring Pumpkin. We will bring good old Walnut. And bring Potato Mine just because to do a test. A little bit of Cherry Bombage. Oh, can't go without a full repertoire of plants. Then we'll bring Chomper because he still works. Alright, let's rock, as they say. So yes, the last levels are on the roof. World 5 is on the roof. You'll notice we've got pots up here. Potted plants are the plants that we're going to be using because the plants still need soil even though we are not on the lawn. So you handle that with potted plants. Now one thing you'll notice is we don't have lawnmowers. You can buy something from Crazy Dave's shop a little later on that covers the role of lawnmowers, but if a zombie gets to the end of the row in this level, 5-1, before you've bought that item, before it exists, then Rut-row, you just lose immediately. So Cabbage Bolt shoots up at an angle, as you can see here. So since he lobs, then that does the job that you need to do. And he will go ahead and smash zombie face. Now another issue here is that if the zombies reach your potted plants, your plant pots rather, the pots with no plants in them, or with plants in them, the zombies will eat the pots as well. So that's some bad news. That means basically you need to get your defenses in line and start mowing down some zombies before they reach that area. Because right now, at least on this first level, we don't have the ability to create a potted plant. So if they eat these over here, then that means we lose. You snooze, you lose. Or at least you lose. So we're gonna go ahead and try something a little bit different over here. First I'll show you, oh yo, pea shooter will fire if there's a zombie in his row. But because of the angle of the roof, his firing will do jack. He will fire straight ahead. The roof will say, well, sir, I'm in your way. So yeah, that's why we need Lobbington plants. Now if you put a pea shooter on the end, maybe even here. Well, let's see. Here he's still viable. So if you put them on the edge, then pea shooter can still find. Oh, now see this man in the upper left. Yes, he puts a target and then he takes away a plant. Probably not worth replacing this with a sunflower this late in the stage. So what we're going to do is cabbage it up. So the bungee zombies are a little bit tricky. That's what they're called. Guess we'll double pult you. The good news about Cabbage Bolt is he does double damage compared to a pea shooter, so it only takes 5 hits to drop a regular zombie. The bad news about Cabbage Bolt is he fires slower, so he's basically overall completely equal to a pea shooter. Hello, sir. I didn't notice you existed until too late, so I'm just gonna squash you. Boom! Flat like a pancake. Like a pancake, pancake, pan mistake, cakey. Alright, so you can get this man. Might be too late here as well, though. So we'll just make sure you can't eat our plant pot. Doesn't really matter because we're almost to the end of the stage. So if they did nibble a few plant pots off the edge, it wouldn't do much harm. Let's see, where do we need the most defense? Looks like right here. So what you should do for this level... Oh no! He's taking my freaking cabbage pole. Oh yeah, later in the final stage, the zombies can also bungee ride into the level. So that ain't no good. They can airlift your plants out and airlift zombies in right up close to your edges of your defenses. So that can cause a problem. Here's not a big deal. So yeah, what you should be doing for this level is basically 2 columns worth of catapults, and that'll take care of all of the zombies. Cabbage pults, excuse me. But I was just planting some less optimal stuff to show you how pea shooters work and do not work here. And also to show chompers still work. And now we obtain the flower pot. Hey there, I got some new items for you. Yes, sir. What you got, baby? What you got, Crazy David? Alright, so here's the roof cleaners. So that's basically lawnmowers for the roof. And we're gonna buy them. Cause they're good. And we have 5k left. We could buy the twin sunflower, which is probably the best of all these optional plants. Oh yeah, now he's got magnet shrooms. They can turn into gold magnets, which auto pick up money for you, so that's really not the best. And spike weeds, which turn your spike rocks into... Or actually, sorry, the other way around. These are spike rocks, which turn spike weeds into spike rocks. And that makes them strong enough to survive 3 times. Well, to survive 2 times. They'll do 3 total hits to any zombie with wheels before they're defeated. So the Zomboni Ice Machine guys, it won't just pop 1 and be immediately gone like the ordinary spike weed. If you use that on them, it will pop 3 vehicle tires before being defeated. I think it also does extra damage to the zombies, although that might be just in Plants vs. Zombies 2. Plants vs. Zombies 2. Alright, so I guess we'll bring Flower Pot. We don't really need it. I'll show one more thing with Pea Shooter. And... Alright, they have Running Zombie, but now we have Tall Nut, so Running Zombie is less of relevant than when he was first introduced into the game. Oh, you know what? Maybe we won't use Pea Shooter. We'll use Snow Pea. Because if you're going to do a test, you might as well waste extra money on your plant. I want to see if you plant the horizontal plants right here in 1 row down. Oh, yeah, of course. I'm pointing with the mouse. In the farthest right row of pots, we have 1 column fewer of pots than we did in the last level. I want to know if you put it in column 4, will it still pass the top of the roof? Or is that a big old nego? No. Get over here. Start flapping this dude's face off. Get your face out of here, Flappy. You have too many faces to be permitted to live. So yeah, we're deciding to do this test. Okay, it definitely helps when the zombies come in the same path, because like I said before, you don't have to. Look at this man just taking cabbage to the head. You don't have to plant another attacking plant. So this cabbage pole just let us get our sunflower armada up a little bit faster. So yeah, those bungee zombies can wreck your day. You can actually defeat them if they land on plants, because they hover in place for a little bit. before they take your plant. And if you have other plants behind that, or if he's in range, if they're in the farthest left column where the sunflowers are, they probably won't be in range of any of your other plants. Alright, we're going to do this test. It's not going to work probably, but I want to see if it works. Nope. Oh no, useless. So you have to have the plant all the way over in column 5 before the plant can shoot over the rainbow. Alright, so I'm not a fan of the shovel, but yeah, I guess we won't shovel just quite yet. There we go, get a little extra cabbage where the man with the cone head has entered into the fray. We didn't need the tall nut yet, but I'm starting to plant them because their refresh rate is so slow. Bump, bump. Oh yeah, I also wanted to test if Potato Mine could go into these plant pots. I don't think that he can, but he can. That's great. I guess Spikeweed can go in there too. Alright, slow down, dude. Oh, they're gonna get him. No, no, just in time. Alright, so now I have a silly Potato Mine right above Tall Nut. Alright, this is the level where I have silly plants. Got a few silly plants, a few unnecessary risks. And here comes the zombie armada. Tall Nut. Save us, Tall Nut. And these zombies are just gonna get cabbaged to death. I mean, look at this carnage. Bat, 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 bat. And just cabbages until their heads are gone. Cabbages for days, and for nights, and for days. Oh, hey. Snow Pea can actually hit them when they get there, huh? Huh, that's interesting. I didn't think he could hit them until he got a little bit farther up the way. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Have a freaking Tall Nut. Somebody shoot. So you'll see, like, the cabbage pole right in front of this guy pegged him for one, but it wasn't enough. You'd need more zombies, or more plants in range. They could all hit little Bungee Man before they have enough damage to take him out. Oh, missed the sun. Alright, dude. This guy might actually finish. The jump animation means pop. Wow, this guy's just going to town. There he goes. He had so few hits left, but... Oh, hey. You freakity smokities. Alright. Well, starting to normalize a little bit. Normalize a little tiny bit. I guess we can just keep putting plants out. Kind of built up my walls too close. The extra potted plantedness. So it's not going to be a very symmetrical garden. The roof cleaners, you know, you don't necessarily have to have them, especially in easy mode, normal mode. But they do just add that extra layer of defense in case something slips by. So, boop, boop, boop. Gotta chew up Buckethead. That's a nice little way to get rid of him. So yeah, it looks like we learned. Alright, so if you do want an emergency plant, you do have to plant the potted plant out front first, which makes things a little bit crazy. You can't simply just... You can't just simply throw the squash out there or the cherry bomb out there. You have to have the foresight. Oh, thank you, Chomper, for eating the buckethead instead of the normie. If you ate Norm McDonald zombie, then buckethead would have been chewing for another half an hour. So yeah, you can't use as much as the emergency plants quite as in emergency fashion like you've been using them in the past. For the roof, you need to have a little bit more foresight. You got to plant, you have to have enough time to put the pot down, and the zombies can't be right on top of it or they will eat that flower pot up quick. So you have to have enough foresight to put down the plot, then put down the emergency, then the emergency solves your problem. So we got Kernel Pult, which is an amazing plant. One of the best offensive plants in the entire game, if not the best offensive plant in the entire game, cost sun to damage ratio. Other than, you know, Puffshroom. Kind of hard to beat infinite value. But in any case, he's so good, he's so amazing, and we'll find out why. He's so good, we're going to use him exclusively and say goodbye to Cabbage Pult probably for the rest of the game. And we've got freaking Ladder Man. Ladder, a zombie with a ladder. That's not usually a good sign. No, no, no. But we really don't need anything other than what we already have in the form of Kernel Pult. Kernel Pult is so good, and you're going to see why very soon. Is there anything else we need? I guess we'll take Cherry Bomb for no reason. Sure, just a good old emergency plant. And now we even have one fewer column. One column fewer. Anyway, we've got only 3 columns of flower pots to work with this time. So if we want to keep putting flower pots over to the edge, you don't have to put them in order. You can throw a flower pot out here and throw a cherry bomb in it way out in the middle of Zombie Town. So Kernel Pults are like Cabbage Pults in that there are launcher types. They go at a wonderful flying angle. Now the good thing, they have a good and bad thing about it, and that's the good thing right there. That butter just stopped that zombie dead in his tracks. Being a little bit safe here. So when the Kernel Pult does his first standard attack, it's not that impressive. It does regular damage, pea shooter damage, but it fires at Cabbage Pult rate. So his normal kernel attack is pretty tame. It's like half the damage of Cabbage Pult at the same speed. So basically half the damage of pea shooter. Not the best, but when he does butter, the zombie is stuck. The zombie stops moving. When the zombie stops moving, everybody in his row gets to peg for extra damage. Everybody gets to be dealing damage while the zombie gets to be sitting still. So it's quite good. Butter is an amazing debuff. And it gets a starring role in the song. Yeah, there's a song. If you haven't heard the song, we're going to see the song when we get to the end of the game. It's an amazing song. Highly recommended. Oh yeah, the music is also really good on the roof, if you haven't noticed. So we're just going to create a Kernel Pult armada here. The butter effect is so good. And I think each Kernel Pult only has... It's not a super low % chance to hit butter. The butter also does double damage, so the butter counts as basically a Cabbage Pult shot. But the freezing, that's the real gem. That's the beauty of the Kernel Pult. That's why he's the best freaking plant in the game, because freezing stuff is good. It's real good. So we still do have Ladder Zombie to deal with in this level. And the way ladder zombie works is... Oh, anyway, yeah, I was saying before ladder zombie, the kernel pulse seem to do... I think it's like 20% chance to do butter, or maybe 25%. It's something that's pretty high, like 1 in 5 or 1 in 4% chance, or 1 in 5 or 1 in 4 chance to actually do butter. So it's not like it's like 1 out of 10 or something where you're never going to see butter. Sentences. So you can get just a bad luck spree where you don't see butter, but the more kernel pulse you have, the higher the chance that somebody will shoot a round of butter, and boom! And then once you get them back to back stacking the butter, the zombies are just tostada. It's a thing of beauty, as they say. I want to see if ladder zombie comes out. I want to see if he can actually climb over. I want to see if ladder zombie can climb over. What do you call it? Tall nut. There's no ladder zombie yet. So ladder zombie wanders over. This is going to be hard to see if we never actually see a ladder zombie. There he is. Okay. So I want to put down tall nut in front of ladder zombie if the butter doesn't kill him. Because ladder zombie, the way he works is... Oh, no. Butter absolutely obliterated ladder zombie. Well, so much for that test, right? Oh, hello, sir. I didn't even notice you. I was so fixated on ladder zombie that top row zombies are kind of wrecking the face up here. Alright, good. Second ladder zombie came in the same spot. Hopefully he will... Nope, he got hit by butter. This is one of those cases where we don't want him to get hit by butter. But I don't want to dig up all 3 of my... Place your ladder, place your ladder. Oh. So ladder zombie will place his ladder over the farthest most plant in your garden. Now that might mean any plant, or he might only use his ladder on wall plants. I'm not exactly sure which. Oh, I should start planting more walls. More walls! I want to see more ladder zombies to place the tall nuts where he is. Because I don't know, I'm pretty sure ladder zombie can climb up all the way over tall nut or walnut. I'm pretty sure that's how he works. In which case he's like the only nemesis of the tall nut. And once his ladder is placed, he just climbs over that plant and goes immediately after the next plants. So the thing about that is that once the ladder is placed, it's not just ladder zombie that gets the benefit. Any zombie, after that ladder is in place, will then climb the ladder and kind of pass the plants that are there. Alright, using it there. There should definitely be at least 1 ladder zombie for the final wave. These guys have to be defeated before the final wave triggers, so tall nut will probably be ready again. I could potentially dig up a walnut. This is the last guy before final wave. Uh-oh. Looks like we're just going to make it in time. So yeah, I can potentially dig up a walnut and place the tall nut there. I just want to verify, I just want to be sure, just want to check and see how it goes to see if, if ladder zombie will put his ladder where there's a big giant walnut and just shove it into walnut's face. There he is. Alright. Oh, he's gonna get... He walks too fast while he's holding the ladder. I think he reduces his speed after the ladder's gone. You guys tank for ladder zombie. I want to see if he does it. Nope. Not gonna see it. I guess I should have dug up my freaking guys just then. Well, anyway, as you can see, this is absolute devastation. This is Colonel Pulse just destroying any semblance of hope that the zombies had any little thread of hope that the zombies had is fading away. It's melting away like the butter that melts on their faces, melts in the hot, hot sun, which powers my army to give me more butter to freaking destroy these zombies who can't get any closer. That's it. It's just zombie nightmares, zombie devastation, butter dripping down their zombie freaking faces, holding them in their zombie freaking places so that we can just crush them. The zombie army is gone. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So much butter. When you play this game, you end up liking strange things. And that's okay. Because it's fun to cheer for large pats of butter decimating zombie armies. If only they thought of that in Walking Dead. Why didn't we try butter, sir? We could have saved so many humans and thousands of human lives! Alright, so now we got coffee bean. Coffee bean is an interesting plant reward. You can place it on a mushroom to wake it up. So you see how all the mushrooms are grayed out. But if we use coffee bean, all the mushrooms are no longer grayed out. The only plants that are grayed out... Oh, hey. Not recommended for level. So spikeweed, I guess, can't be used in the potted plant. And the aquatic plants in the plant urn is useless in the level. But anyway, yeah, so the mushrooms, however, become ungrayed out. And that means the coffee bean will wake up your mushroom. For the low cost question mark of 75, you can use a mushroom in the daytime. Now, some of these, that doesn't necessarily often have a whole lot of benefit for you. Where it can benefit you especially with, is Doom Shroom. I think that's probably the best use for it. Maybe there's some other uses for it that are also good. I mean, I'm sure there are other uses for it that are good, but Doom Shroom in particular is a plant that's undercosted, and with the 125, even with the 75 on top of it, for 200 total, he does all 5 freaking rows, so he's better, you'll probably, for that extra 50, he's better than a cherry bomb, despite the crater. So yeah, I think Coffee Bean's best application is Doom Shroom. There are some cases where it's just pointless to use Coffee Bean, like Scaredy Shroom. You'll be using 25 for the Scaredy Shroom, plus 100, or plus 75 for the Coffee Bean. Total is 100. It's the exact same as a pea shooter for a plant that can sometimes be afraid. So I think the best applications are probably Hypno Shroom, Ice Shroom, and Doom Shroom. But in any case, Coffee Bean is an interesting plant, and it's kind of niche for the reasons that we were just going over. I'll bring it to this level and probably never again. Alright, so we can still bring Tall Nut, and we'll bring the potted plant. Gonna bring Coffee Bean, and we'll use the Doom Shroom combo. Oh, we're supposed to use it with the Magnet Shroom. That's what we're supposed to be using it with. Oh, I forgot. Magnet Shroom is a shroom. So Magnet Shroom takes away all the metal things, and from this group that means Football Helmet's head, and Ladder Zombie's ladder, and Pogo Zombie's pogo stick. But you know what? We'll do that in a later... So yeah, Coffee Bean also works really well with Magnet Shroom, because Magnet Shroom can be super powerful depending on the zombies that you're up against. But yeah, we will handle those guys with other things because we want Ladder Zombie to keep his damn ladder so we can run our damn test. Let's do it like that. Yeah, the music on the roof level is really good. The standard roof music is good. The accelerated battle roof music is good once they're doing their larger wave attacks. So because the cabbage pulse and kernel pulse fire a little bit slower, it can be better. And because you have potted plants or flower pots on the edge of your garden, it can be actually better to plant them a little bit earlier, the offensive plants a little bit earlier, as opposed to wait until the zombie gets super, super close and plant 4 or 5 sunflowers beforehand. Like you do with the regular levels, or like you can do, like I recommend to do. You don't have to follow the recommendations, you play your game your way. You can have all cabbage pulse all the time and never ever use kernel pulse because you hate corn. Maybe you have a corn phobia. Cornophobia? Cornucopia. Cornucopia phobia? Maybe. Maybe that's what you have. Maybe that's what you aspire to have. You can dream. We're not going to take away your dreams. We're not monsters at night and day. We just fight monsters. And yes, goodbye to you. Say goodbye to your head, sir. I hope you enjoyed having your head. It was nice. And have some butter. Have a nice little butter for you. So yeah, the roof levels, like most of the levels, are balanced around the idea where you can have pretty much one column full of sunflowers for optimal sun gaining. There might be a point where there's a more optimal number than that. Maybe instead of 5, it's 7. Maybe it depends on the exact number of flags. Now this level has a nice freaking large amount of flags, so we get to do some serious zombie carnage, which I very much like to do. Oops, I just planted you in the wrong spot, Mr. Second Corn. Don't worry, Coney. We got some extra corn for you. Everybody can eat corn at the barbecue. We got corn for days. We sometimes run out of butter, though. But not right now. Help yourself, baby. Help yourself to some boot hair. Butter sounds much better than butt hair. And you know, that's intended. That is as nature intended. They do sound disturbingly close, though, you know. It's not outside the realm of possibility where those two concepts would meet. Alright, so we are going to, let's see, where are we gonna, we're gonna get ambitious, because this is a long level. Yeah, we are. We're gonna start putting our freakity tall nuts way out there. Have some butter, dude. Slow your roll. So yeah, it's gonna be butter rain from the skies thanks to Colonel Pole. Oh, look at you getting close. So yeah, we're gonna go for the Colonel Polt Armada again. Maybe I'll hold off on filling it all out until we get more tall nuts, because I do want to test Captain Ladder. Captain Ladder, he is our hero. Gonna bring low height down to 0? I don't know. I don't know. Bring it on, huge wave, baby. Oh, good. No bungees? Grab it. Grab the sun. Grab it. No ladders, huh? Kind of waiting for the tall nut to exist in each location before we commit to the flower pot. I guess I could be putting flower pots in the spaces that are behind tall nuts. Look at you guys getting over there. You are a little nibbly. You're a little too nibbly for my liking. So yeah, we start pushing our flower pots out a little bit farther. Maybe could have even done it one column farther. There. There's, alright, so there's Jumpy McGee. Now we know that Tall Nut stops Jumpy. Smack. So Pogo Zombie, just like running Pole Vaulter Zombie, gets stuck on the Tall Nut. That is their bane. Smack. They can get over Walnut, but Tall Nut, he's another issue. See, I don't want to fully fill out all my kernel pulse. They just say bounce, 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 smack! Run, 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 jump, smack! Because the Tall Nut likes to smack! Smack it at! Right in the face! Smack it, smack it, smack it, smack it! Actually, he doesn't actually. It makes the smack noise, but Tall Nut just sits there. He is just the imposing wall. Come here, everybody. Come here. Give me some zombie phone. See, we also want to fill this out with good old chomper. So we're going to put some chompers behind, but I just don't want to smack. I want to test ladder zombie. Doesn't really matter, but I just want to see if ladder zombie can freaking put his ladder on tall nut. I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. Smack! Speak of the smack. Talking smack. Layeth the smacketh downeth. You know, they say The Rock wants to run for president. Maybe he will. Maybe people will assume that because he's good at one thing, he's fit to lead the entire country. I mean, well, he's good at more than one thing, let's be fair. But is he diplomatic? Is he who you want to be? Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to actually dig up one of our own. There we go. He does. He goes right over. Right over. So, ladder zombie can climb. He can climb right over tall nut. And now he leaves his ladder there. So that's the problem. And everybody's going to use that ladder. So let's smash you guys out. Now, I don't know if there's a way to get rid of that ladder or not. I do not think so. Alright, save your friend. I don't think there's... I think once the ladder is in play, unless you have magnet shroom, that ladder is gonna just be there. Alright, we're sorry, Tall Nut, who died in the service of your nation. So we might have to dig up that Tall Nut. Right. But we did find out ladder zombie is the bane of Tall Nut. I was pretty sure that's how it worked. Because he would be pretty niche if he could only climb over Walnut. There we go. Wait for them to defeat the lesser zombie. Oh, now that is a problem. Alright, you get out of town, football. So yeah, football zombie, they really want you to have the ability. I guess we'll dig up Tall Nut and replace him with Tall Nut. Bye. Because I really don't think there's another way that we can get rid of that ladder without Maganet Zombie. Yeah, you can eat my flower crop, buddy. That's okay. You can't eat everything, though, because you just got butter on your face. You're so embarrassed that you just... I love how you can see their bottom jaws just hanging open. Because normally when they're walking around, at least there's a little bit of bob to the jaw. But in this case, can you eat him before he does that? You can't. Well, that sucks. That doth suck. Alright, once again, we're going to squash you, sir. We wouldn't have had to have squashed you, but Chomper has eaten Ladder Zombie, and Chomper did not want to eat the actual ladder. Alright, so we pretty much are good to go with our current setup. I guess once again we'll toast out of this man to get rid of the ladder. I would have hoped that Chomper could eat him before he places and the ladder is done, but I guess that's not how it works. Chomper's a little bit polite, he's slow, he waits for that man to accomplish his task, then he puts him in his mouth and kills him, slowly digesting him over the course of a minute. So yeah, very polite and considerate Chomper. So now we will also use the good old coffee bean. So we're going to put Doom Shroom out. He's going to be sleeping. Sleepy, sleepy little Doom Shroom. But soon we will wake him up. And goodbye to everybody. Boom! And that's how you use freaking Doom Shroom. Plus coffee bean. You do still get a a crater, even on your roof. It's a very small crater. It's like the roof tile isn't even missing. And somehow the roof tile will still repair over time. So you've got like nanotechnology, nanobots in your roof. In any case, that is the best use of freaking Coffee Bean, in my opinion. You can also definitely use him for Magnet Shroom, so that also handles those pesky, pesky little zombies. Hey, now we can play Zen Garden mode. We got a watering can. Isn't that great? Zen Garden is like a peaceful little mini game that you can do. Unlike most of the mini games in this game, which are puzzle based, Zen Garden is more based on you just plant some plants and slowly water them and see them grow. So it's not puzzle based at all. It's just very peaceful. I mean, it's called Zen Garden. It kind of lives up to its name. So yeah, Crazy Dave's going to teach us how to do that. Hey, check it out. You found a watering can. In honor of this occasion, I present you your very own Zen Garden. Hey, I'll even start you off with a couple of sprouts. Grow them to full size and they'll reward you nicely. Yeah, have fun. Alright, so you click on the watering can, you click on a plant. And then when you water it, they give you coins every time almost. And it'll have a little, the plants will always have icons saying what they want. So if they're thirsty, you can put water in there. Then there's other things that sometimes, keep watering your plants when they get thirsty. There's other things that the plants sometimes want also. There's a handful of things, and some of the things you can only buy from Crazy Dave's shop. And once the plants get large enough, they produce fertilizer. Your plants need fertilizer to grow. Visit the shop to pick up some fertilizer. So yeah, we're going to go to the shop. Hey, welcome to the Zen Garden section of my shop. I'll give you some fertilizer for stopping by. Alright, you good. So the first fertilizer is free. It looks very tiny in his hand. I don't know why. I guess they didn't want to make a slightly larger bag of fertilizer that looks like a real bag of fertilizer. Or maybe the first sample is always super tiny. It's just a free sample. Take a look around and you'll see if there's anything else you like. Alright, so there's some items where you can buy additional things. A golden watering can. You can water several plants at once. This is almost completely useless. It's just, I mean... all 20 dinkies are priced to move. There's bug spray, music for your plants, a glove where you can just move the plants to different spaces, and more fertilizer. And then back to the rest of Crazy Dave's shop. So we're not going to buy anything else right now. But we are going to use the fertilizer that he gave us. And once you use the fertilizer, the plant grows into a slightly larger form. That's all you can do for now. I almost read that in Crazy Dave voice. Check back later when your plants need more nurturing. Thanks, baby. So yeah, that is how the Zen Garden works. It's pretty peaceful, and it does reward you with coins for the game. It's a very slow way to get coins for the game, but if you want to buy every last thing in the whole game, and some of Crazy Dave's stuff is pretty expensive, maybe the Zen Garden is better, but I really don't know. I think probably just other zombie modes might be more money over time, but I really never did a comparison. If you guys know, you can let me know. Or you can let the other people know. If people want to have a war over it in the comments and they all know the superior, best, most efficient ways in the entire world to make money in Plants vs. Zombies. Anyway, let's keep going with the game. Zen Garden, pretty nifty, huh? You can consider that. It's time for the baby. But enough of that. It's time to defend your house. I have to warn you. You're gonna hate this next level. Why? Because it's not some bungee zombie after bungee zombie. I hate those confounded bungees! I hate that! Hate them with a passion! And a vengeance. Whoopity-doo! Here come those idiots now! So yeah, this is another level that is a level 5 of the World 5, which means since it's a level 5... Uh-oh. Level 5 means... it's a conveyor... oh, it's a kind of a mini game. Hey, excuse me, sir. There we go. Really? Just cherry bomb? I have to use a cherry bomb on a normal zombie? You guys are killing me here. You're killing me. I guess not. Not yet, anyway. Alright, let's put a pumpkin here and guard something, maybe. This is slightly weird. Well, let's get it 2-for-1 special, I guess. Alright, well, this is kind of unusual. Is this whole level chompers? Maybe the whole level is just chompers. Chompers and pumpkins and pumpkins and chompers. I do not remember what's going on with this level. Take him out, please. And 1, 2, 3. So yeah, as we said a while back, one defense for a chomper that you can use is the coveted walnut, or tall nut. That gives the chomper time to recover. Another slightly lesser known defense for the chomper is another chomper. Chompers are equally good at protecting themselves. I guess this is the level to kind of teach you how pumpkins work. Because that's what we're doing here. We're just, all we get are pumpkins and chompers. Alright, we can work with that. For a minute there, I was like, they're not giving me any plants that I can actually use as offensive plants to take out these freaking zombarias. But we can... It was all emergency plants, but I guess that's the nature of this level. They just want you to learn about pumpkins and chompers and how they can live together harmoniously. No, you guys need to finish up a little bit much, and they still give me cherry bombs for emergencies. Alright, this man is just chomping and eating and chomping. I guess we need the combo of all three to make it safe. Alright, sir, you're gonna get eaten. Guess I should hold my potted plants until I have a pumpkin to pair with it. Pumpkin to pair with the potted plant. There we go. I mean, it doesn't really help to have 3 rows deep. It's just kind of wasting potential at that point. Have a little bit of action here. Oh, that's why. Oh no! Yeah, they can. The chompers can actually eat the bungees when they come in, so take that. Get chomped. Oh, he chomped the freaking, he chomped him. Did you guys see that? He chomped the ladder man. We need a chomper. Here we go. So maybe I should save the... Maybe I should save the potted plants for the bungee zombie. I don't know. Or I can just... Alrighty. I guess we'll just do this. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no, sir! Is that close enough? Nope. That was not close enough. So I'll need to do this and this. Alright, no problem, no problem. There we go. Oh, the ladder's stuck that time. So he can eat him before he places the ladder, and he can not. That is a funny thing. I wonder if we use a cherry bomb, if that will destroy the ladder. Let's do that test real quick. Like, it did. Alright, so cherry bombs will destroy ladders. You learn something new every daggone sphere day. What are you guys eating? Ah, we need a cherry bomb set. Thank you, thank you. Excellent cherry bomb. Oopsie. keep pushing the chompers out, but I guess that's all we can do. This is an unusual level, definitely unusual level. Wow. And I've been using up all my turboos. Bop, bop. Let's try that one. 2 bucket heads. 2 others. I'll take it. Wop, wop, wop. Alright. Can be a little dangerous to put a freaking potted plant down, or a plant pot down, flower pot down right next to a zombie or two. But in that case, that was all we could do. I kind of don't want to burn my cherry bombs. We just have too many. Yeah, the conveyor belt's almost up. Or we at the final wave though. Whoa, whoa, sir. There we go. There we go. Now that was some good cherry bombage. Vomit comet. Oh no! Alright. How about like that? You guys can suck it. Goodbye. Can I still use the conveyor belt plants? There we go, look. See? The garden's fine, everybody. For anybody who's OCD, look. Look, it happened. It looks all clean and even again. Now we get some garlic for our trouble. Show me the garlic. Diverts zombies into other lanes. So yeah, garlic is a very cool strategic plant where you can actually use the garlic, put it in a spot, the zombie will take a bite and be forced into a lane that he's not in. Now I think the way it works is if you put the garlic in one of the center 3 rows, then the zombie will bite it and move to a random row. But if you put so it's less dependable that way. You can still make sure that you put a garlic and put a bunch of like potentially vulnerable things behind it so that they're never in any danger. Or you can put the garlic in the top or bottom row and they'll always take a bite and then move 1 row down or up, and then you'll know exactly where he's going to go. So you can put the top and bottom row with like very light defenses, put the garlic there, divert all the zombies away from the top and bottom row, put all the heavier defenses into the middle 3 rows / lanes. But anyway, I don't use him too much. We will use him as a demo just to show you how he works. But we're going to do that next time when we come back to the world of Plants vs. Zombies. When we come back and try to win again, because it's so much fun. Oh, the zombie carnage and the plant carnage, all that good carnage is so much fun. We do hope to see you guys back next time while we go and finish the whole game. We're going to finish the roof levels, finish the final boss. It's going to be great. But then even after that, the fun's not done. Because there's hard mode, and there's mini games. The hard mode is super fun. Because the zombies, there's more of them. And yeah, I do like it. It's a lot of fun. So hope you guys have a wonderful time. It's so much fun. Oh yeah, so much fun left to be had. See you guys next time. But if we keep him butter, eventually he'll start smoking, and then yeah, that'll happen, because if you start smoking, you explode. Black smoke pours out of your body and you explode. That's how smoking works. Cigarettes are bad for you.